Ladies and gentlemen, Rise of Kingdoms has been on fire with their updates lately, and today we have a sneak peek for the brand new Christmas update, which includes information about the next civilization coming to the game, which was first teased back I think in September or October of 2023, so over a year ago, and now we finally have the civilization confirmed as the Mayan civilization, the first civ to grant a ranged buff. But in today's video we're going to be covering everything that was just revealed coming to the Christmas update, so stay tuned. But first, what's going on, guys? Cheers. If you guys appreciate breaking news for Rise of Kingdoms, consider dropping a thumbs up on the video. It really helps out the channel a ton, and consider subscribing because we just hit 80,000 subscribers. Anyway, guys, Thanksgiving was 2 days ago, and the Thanksgiving event is still in the game right now, and they just revealed the future preview for Christmas. Okay, the first thing revealed was the Super Slay event. This is a 7k gems event, which is historically very popular amongst the community, and you collect some number of stars, it looks like, and you get to deck the sleigh with bows. Okay, cool. Everyone loves the 7k gem event. I'm really excited about this. It looks like there's nothing here that looks super different. There's no unique items except for whatever this is, but that looks like it's probably part of, that's just like the event item or whatever it is. So very stoked about that. But what I will also point out to you is that it says new commander events. Okay, and I know that this is blurred out because obviously either it's not confirmed or they don't want us to know what it is already, right? Or maybe it's still a placeholder from when Ragnar first came into the game, right? Who knows? But we do know that there are new commanders on the way. And so could this possibly be either another way of getting Ragnar, or is it going to be for the new commanders? We're going to talk about that in just a second, but let me just be clear because of all the issues that have been going on lately. Okay, me speculating on this is not confirming anything. Okay, it just says new commander events. It's blurred out for a reason, but maybe there are new commander events coming. Who knows, right? Like that could be really exciting. We have the fisherman's event coming back as well. Okay, next up we have the Christmas event for 2024, kicks off on December 23rd. There is a new melon market event. Collect melons, steal melons, and sell melons. And you can see the new commander event thing is still right here. Okay, but this is actually a new event for Rise of Kingdoms. We've never seen this melon event before, and I'm curious to know how this actually works. But one thing is very important, and that is how adorable the little puppy is down here. This is the first time I think we're ever seeing this little dude. This looks like original artwork for this this melon event for Christmas, which is adorable. Maybe you send the puppy off to go steal melons from a nearby city or something like that. I don't know. But I think these melons, I believe, are more popular for the Christmas season in other cultures. I don't know, like these have seeds, right? So these aren't pumpkins, and so this is not a tradition that I'm familiar with in North America. But you guys can let me know in the comment section below how melons are related to Christmas, because I've never seen that myself. But regardless, moving on, we have the new Zenith of Power city theme, which I think looks incredible. This looks like, to me, like Dalaran almost, from the floating city in World of Warcraft. That's what it reminds me of. Okay, obviously it's not the same, but it is literally a city on a blimp, on like an airship, which I think looks super sick. Okay, you have 20% cavalry attack. 20, bro, back in my day you only got 10% of stats for these Zenith of Power skins, and now we get 20%. Okay, now remember, with the latest update to Rise of Kingdoms, there are no downsides to the city skin. There's no negative effects here. Okay, so you just get 20% cav attack. That's it. Okay, so I mean, damn, that is an insane amount of stats. Of course it is attack, right? And so what this means is, I suspect moving forward we will perhaps get a 20% defense and a 20% health skin. That's not confirmed, but like that seems to be the trend. They release an attack skin and then they release the other skins of the other attributes. Okay, so we'll have to wait and see, but we do have the animation here as well. The city looks like it's, oh my god, that's actually so sick. It actually looks like it's flying and like speeding through the air, and it's like charging up that, like up on the spear tip there. I think that looks really cool. I think the team did a great job with this city skin. It looks unique, it looks different, and I'm really excited for this. This this seems to be like the direction they're going with Zenith skins, where if you look at the most recent one, it was the Pegasus on the boat, and the boat looked like it was like going through the ocean. That city skin stands out. It looks cool. I'm in KvK right now, and like you can tell when people are using that skin, it's like very, very apparent. And I think that's what they want for Zenith skins. They want people to feel special who gets these, because it's only 10 per continent plus the limited time one. So overall, very cool Zenith skin. I don't love the attributes, but it is a very high number, which indicates the direction of Zenith skins moving forward. And of course, it looks awesome. The animation is awesome. Okay, moving on, we have a new formation, the Tertio formation, and this completely changes city defense. By the way, it says when the user is garrisoned in your city, all unit specific attribute bonuses, attack, defense, and health, from the user's armaments will apply to all unit types. This is a city defense formation, straight up. It doesn't matter. All the attributes apply to all unit types. That is actually insane. Okay, that is actually insane. When Pass 7 opened, I found my city in a couple of precarious locations on the map, and I wasn't planning on taking a city rally, but I was putting some armaments on my Gorgo just in case. You never know, some random whale could teleport next to you and swarm you, right? I'm only a measly 86 million, so some 400 million Giga Chad could do whatever they want if they wanted to. Okay, so I was trying to scrape together some random formations because I had armies out in the field, and so all my best armaments were already out there, and so I was trying to put together what I think would be a decent, like, okay, last resort city garrison formation. And now this is going to make defending your city way easier, because you're not going to need to pick and choose the best possible things, because, you know, having a decent amount of any stat and a mixed amount of those stats will actually be beneficial, because it will work for all of your troop types, right? So if you wanted to, you could, you know, let's say keep collecting just the infantry ones, right? And then with this formation, you know, you slap them on your Gorgo and you have a fully stacked infantry set of armaments for Tertio. And then when a rally comes and you use that Gorgo as your city garrison rather than your regular garrison, then now that city has all those infantry stats applied to cavalry and archers as well. Now, I suspect this will also apply to siege, which is very exciting because we have lots of siege news today. In the case of the new siege commanders, we have 2 new epic engineering commanders come into the game. I thought that we would only be getting 1 because they previously only revealed the silhouette of Catherine de Medici. Sorry if I mispronounced that. But it turns out we have 2 new epic engineering commanders. Very exciting here. Narcisse, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that as well. I love the design of her, by the way. She looks like some sort of like gothic, like almost like evil rich, like I don't know, she looks really cool. I really like that. Also, let me point out here real quick, and again, this is more speculation, but what is this ring here? That ring could just be a way to sort of show off her aesthetic, right? She does have a very similar ring right here, so maybe I'm reading too much into this, but like, I don't know, maybe we get a little, let's get an epic accessory for ranged. Maybe could that possibly be a thing? I don't know. Again, that's not confirmed, that's just speculation, but it's something worth noting. That's a ring we've never seen before. Okay, it is on her finger, but you know, I just wanted to point that out. You know, maybe that could be coming down the pipeline at some point. Okay, maybe. But anyway, 2 epic engineering commanders is very exciting. This is going to get players to get their hands on ranged, a full ranged army. They don't have to invest any legendary heads to try out ranged, which is going to be a big deal for ranged combat and the evolution of ranged moving forward. Players will get to see what it's like, and they can decide if they like the ranged gameplay. Can they handle managing a ranged army while also managing their murder ball armies? Is it worth going that route? Or maybe these 2 paired together are just decent enough to be your ranged march in instances where you might want one. You can get them for free. Very stoked about that, and that is what I suspect will be whatever this new commander event is. Maybe, again, this is all speculation. They could be blurring this out because it was literally a bug, like it was literally an error. I personally have been in test servers before, and sometimes they will show like current events with future events, and this could have just been left over from the Ragnar one when they took these screenshots. I don't know, but maybe you get your hands on one or both of these from events, which could be very exciting. And what's even more exciting is that, like I said earlier, the new civilization is also a ranged civilization. This was speculated by lots of people in the community. I thought it would either be ranged or cavalry because we don't have that many good cav civs, and here we've got ranged, confirmed 100%. We're getting a ranged buff for the Mayans, which is very interesting. Were Mayans known for their siege weaponry? I don't know. I will say though that the design of these buildings looks absolutely incredible. The art department absolutely crushed it. They knocked it out of the park with this one. I think the city hall looks incredible here. These buildings off to the side, I don't know what those are. I can't tell what, like, I want to see them in the game, but they're like these like stone, like I guess houses or huts. They look so good. Okay, they look so good. This is like some sort of like, is that the hospital, maybe like the healing tent or something? I don't know. I'm excited to get my hands on this civilization just to try it out. They didn't say what the range buffs are going to be. We don't know if it will be like a buff to range damage, which would be insane, or is it going to just be a buff to, like, I don't know, 5% siege attack, right? Like, we don't know what the range buffs are. A siege attack seems not ranged specific. This seems ranged specific, so maybe it will literally be 5% range damage or something like that. I don't know, but like, we already have 5% skill damage on Ottoman, so it wouldn't be crazy to get 5% normal ranged attack damage or something like that. So big deal for ranged players here. And we have 2 new Mayan commanders, right? Because I'm sure you were wondering, like, these new commanders don't look Mayan at all, and they're not. But we do have, and these were silhouettes, right? We've seen these before. We saw this back at the end of 2023 when they first teased this civilization. We don't know who these are still. Previously, you know, Lady Six Guy was suspected to be the woman here. You know, that's probably an open and shut case. Who this dude is, he looks like a man. I mean, the forearms are huge and could be a woman, but I suspect that's a guy. The way he's gorilla gripping those arrows is like insane, right? So, you know, one thing is for sure though, they might be ranged commanders as well. So we could be getting a legendary ranged commander in the gold keys, because historically new civilizations have their legendaries go into the gold keys, right? So if we have the civ confirmed ranged and we have a gold key commander confirmed, does that mean that we are getting confirmed a gold key ranged legendary? That seems highly probable, not guaranteed, but highly probable. We also have whoever the epic is, she could be ranged as well. But let me just be very clear here. If they're putting in a ranged civilization and then also simultaneously revealing new ranged epic commanders, you would think that they would reveal, like, if these were ranged, why wouldn't they just reveal them and then surprise drop these ones? You know what I mean? Like, I have no idea. Is this 4 new range commanders right here? Like, that's what it would make sense as logically, or leadership commander and then, you know, a troops type specific, maybe, I don't know. And when I say historically, I mean like in the case of like Mehmed and in the case of Ragnar, right? Of course, obviously we had Thutmose and we had Pyrrhus. Those were troop type specific. I feel like KvK 1 is lacking cavalry commanders, and I know if you're spending and you have Minamoto, then you don't feel that way, but like Cao Cao seems worse to me than like Pyrrhus and Thutmose, for example, right? So I was kind of hoping that we would get at least a decent gold key cavalry commander here, but who knows? I mean, they are probably ranged, but they didn't say that, right? So who knows? Very exciting stuff here. Moving forward, we have more optimizations. KvK Resource Return makes KvK battles less costly. So this is a long awaited update. This is coming with the December or the Christmas holiday, whatever you want to call it, update here. Okay, so here you can see that your Hall of Heroes will not only show you how many troops that you will have coming back to you, troops returned, it's right here in green, 33 million or whatever, and then below that you will see resources spent healing 5.3 billion, and you get 10% back of your resources. Okay, so it looks like you, I mean, unless they change this, but historically it's been that you get 50% of your dead troops back, and now it looks like you will get 10% of your healing resources back. So it's not a lot, but it is definitely welcome. This is definitely welcome. I'm very excited for this. You'll be able to go out of KvK with some resources to proceed to develop your account, which is very exciting. So I'm very happy about this. This is a lovely change. Okay, very stoked. I almost wish it was a little more than 10%, but I understand why it's 10%, right? Like they don't want to just flood the market with resources, because you know it just wouldn't be fair, because some whales have an insane amount of resources, right? And they just would never run out if they got a lot back. So I get where the 10% came from, but for me, for a little fish in the sea, like I wish I got like 25% or something, you know. Anyway, next up we have, and this is the final update for today, a resource speed up calculator. This is finally built into the game, and this has been a long time coming. Tons of other games in the genre had this exact feature, and I'm so glad that Rise of Kingdoms finally is implementing this. So in game it will tell you exactly how many speed ups you have for building, research, training, healing, and then universal, and you can view those speed ups in either days, hours, or minutes if you wanted to, which is very important, because some events, like, you know, when you're doing alliance mobilization or something like that, like some events say to use a certain number of hours of speed ups, right? So it's good to see if you'll have enough hours of speed ups or minutes of speed ups, right? So it's good that they included that distinction there. And then as you can see up in the top here, you click that resource tab, and then it will flip over and show you how much food you have in your bag, how much wood, stone, gold, etc. And I'm very stoked about that. It'll probably also show you how many resources you have in your pick one chest, I guess. You know, so that's very exciting. I don't know how it's going to show the breakdown, considering that the resources have different values, right? But even still, that's very, very exciting. Maybe it'll literally just show the breakdown, like that could be how that works. But this is a huge quality of life upgrade, so we've got lots of exciting things coming to the game. This is, again, like I said at the beginning of this video, the developers have been absolutely cooking lately, and these updates have been so good, right? So all of this, on top of the fact that we're getting a 7k gems event, that's historically amazing for free to play and low spenders, and we're getting the commander swap event in January. Like, we are set up for an incredible next few months for Rise of Kingdoms. I absolutely love all these changes. Now I will say, and I mentioned this in one of my recent videos, but you guys probably didn't see it because that video didn't get many views, and that was that every time that I posted a video saying, oh my god, there's a new ranged commander coming to the game, those videos historically got less views than any other like commander reveal, right? And you could just look back on my channel, like that's the data, they just get less views. And so the community seems less interested in ranged, and so I was wondering if they would actually do a ranged civ, and they're doing it. They're putting it in the game. So in the title and thumbnail of this video, I'm probably not going to include or hint at the fact that ranged is involved here with the commanders or the civ, because again, it doesn't seem that popular, right? So who knows if this, you know, this might be the make or break moment in my mind, right? And obviously this is not insider information, but in my mind, this could be the make or break moment for ranged, right? If the new civ and, you know, cheaper to use commanders helps ranged really gain ground and really gain traction, then maybe ranged is going to continue to be you know, a yearly release, and it's this big deal or whatever. But I can also see this being a moment where, you know, they've finally gone all in, they finally put ranged on everything. It's on a civ. We have, you know, we have siege stats on city skins now. We have epic commanders. Like, after this, if range doesn't get more popular after this, then I don't know what the future of range holds, because I mean, if people don't like it, right, like if the majority, I know some people like it, let me just be clear, okay, some people do like it, but if it's not popular, they're not going to keep doing it, right? Like, they want to do things that the players want. And so this is an important moment for range. So I encourage you, if you guys like ranged combat, or if you've been on the fence about ranged, then definitely give this a try, give these epic commanders a try, see how you like it, okay? Because this is an important moment for ranged, in my opinion. They never said that, okay? They didn't say that. That's how I'm looking at it, right? If I were a game dev, I would only continue to make updates for things that people in the community really wanted, right? And, you know, update after update, it seems like range continued to be not super popular, but this could be it, guys. This could be the moment that range finally break into the mainstream and we see it everywhere. So, and we're already seeing a lot of it, by the way. Like in my current KvK, I've seen more ranged marches in my kingdom than I've ever seen before, which has been very, you know, it's been meaningful, and we've noticed the effectiveness on the field, right? It helps to have range on the field straight up. So it is a big deal, and so I'm excited to see how this changes the future of the game. Let me know in the comment section below who you think these guys are. I think Lady Six Guy is pretty, I mean, she's already in like the Civ series, right? So like Lady Six Guy seems like a pretty clear cut addition to the game, but I don't know who this other gentleman is, so you guys can let me know in the comment section below. What do you think about this update? Are you excited for 4 new commanders, and do you think they're going to be ranged commanders? Right, they could be ranged commanders. I mean, like, this could be a throwing spear, right? Like these could be throwing spears, because there's no bow and arrow, it looks like. I mean, maybe we just can't see it in the silhouette. Maybe it's like on his back here, right? But like, I thought these would be arrows for a bow, but maybe not. Maybe they're throwing spears, and that's why these are ranged commanders. Who knows? But let me know what you guys think about this update in the comments section below. There's been so many new updates coming to the game. It's actually crazy. While you're down there, consider dropping a thumbs up on the video. It really helps out the channel a ton. It helps get this video out into the YouTube algorithm so other Rise of Kingdoms players might see it. And consider subscribing to the channel, because 69% of you guys are actually not subscribed despite hitting 80k. So consider subscribing down below. And with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been Omniarch. I will talk to you guys again soon. Peace.